But first, Shadacia White has been homeless for over 5 years. At just 18 years old, she won a legal fight against Brent Council, who said she wasn't able to apply for social housing. But her campaign hasn't finished there. She's now taking the council to court to help others in the same position. Brent Council say it was a technical error. Katie Barnfield explains.
Shadacia has been living in this hotel room for 4 months. Even this is one of the most stable homes she's ever had. For most of her teenage years, her family were homeless, often sleeping outside on the streets.
We would basically take the bus back and forth to Heathrow. It would be the 140. Sometimes we would just sit on the benches there, and I would put my hood up and zip up and then just fall asleep. Sometimes when I've been going to school, I was like, oh, I don't actually smell good, or I haven't brushed my teeth in days. It was so cold late at night.
When she turned 18 recently, she tried to apply for a permanent council home. But despite being homeless, Brent Council told her she was classed as having no priority for housing, and she was banned from bidding for any properties.
And when they said that, I was like, I'm so young, what am I going to do? Like, I don't want to be back on the streets. Everything rushed through my head. I was thinking I was going to lose all my stuff again, because I've never actually had like clothes or toys for longer than like 6 months. So I thought I was going to lose everything.
With the help of a law firm contacted by her school, she managed to overturn the decision. But her solicitor says there are many more people in the same situation, being illegally banned from applying for housing.
So effectively, there could be hundreds of people right now who are homeless, who if they were living in another borough in London and applied for a council home, they'd be eligible. If they apply in Brent, they're not.
Yeah, effectively, yes. I mean, in fact, we made a Freedom of Information request to Brent Council, and were able to discover that at the start of August, there were about 640 people who are currently on the housing register identified as homeless, but prohibited from bidding.
Brent Council accepted they've made a mistake, telling us, we were recently made aware of a technical error in our housing allocation scheme. As a short-term emergency measure, we are moving those who are currently homeless or threatened with homelessness into a category where they can now bid for properties. Shadacia is now taking the council to court, trying to force them to change their housing policy as quickly as possible. Even though her case has been solved, she says she'll keep fighting to give others the chance to find a real home. Katie Barnfield, ITV News.